I'm Anna Liller with Clay County Senior Services of Aging True. We're 231.
Good morning, my name is Taria Robinson. I also am with Clay County Senior Services of Aging True.
Good morning, everyone.
Good morning.
Thank you for having me. My name, again, is Taria Robinson. I feel awkward having my back to you all, I'm sorry. Director of Development for Aging True Community Senior Services, also Clay Senior Services of Aging True. I greet you on behalf of our Board of Directors, our Board Chair, Ms. Rebecca Berg, and in the absence of our CEO, Teresa Barton. But I hope I can do a good job answering any questions that you all may have about who we are, how we ended up here in Clay County, and the services that we will be providing. And then in addition to answering any questions that you may have, Anna will join me to address any other Clay questions, because as you can imagine, I'm still learning. We just came into Clay County about 6 months ago, so this is all still fairly new for us as well. But just a little bit about who we are. Our mission is to provide essential and innovative services and care for individuals, families, and communities throughout Northeast Florida to prepare for and support graceful aging. And we do that through a host of services and resources that allow seniors and their families to enjoy the golden years in their home. Just a little bit about us. We are a faith-based organization. We were originally founded by the Cathedral, St. John's Cathedral Church in 1962. And it was originally founded to provide affordable housing for seniors in Jacksonville. And so in addition to some of the other programs and services that we have, we also offer affordable housing to seniors in the area. But what we found, or what they found, was that in addition to affordable housing, seniors needed additional services and resources to help them maintain their independence. And so that birthed our organization, partnering corporation Urban Jacksonville. So originally we were Cathedral Foundation Incorporated, which is CF5. Play on the name St. John's Cathedral, as you can imagine. But with our program services, we birthed our second corporation, which is Urban Jacksonville, in 1974 to operate our programs. So things like our Meals on Wheels, our community care for the elderly, all of our in-home services. In 1991, we were designated as the Community Care for the Elderly lead agency in Duval County, and that was confirmed again in 2018. And then in March of this year, we received the official designation as the lead agency for Clay County as well. In 2001, we adopted the umbrella name Aging True, because we are still legally Cathedral Foundation Inc. and Urban Jacksonville Inc. Those are our two corporate titles, but sometimes that became really, really confusing in the community and people didn't know who we were from one day to the next. So we just went with an umbrella name of Aging True. We have 4 pillars that we focus on: home health care, community services and community care coordination, nutrition, and as I mentioned, our affordable senior housing. We serve over 6,000 clients a year. That doesn't mean that one person is with us all year long, but we have individuals who come and use our services, and then they may no longer need our services, and we pick up someone new. So we are constantly seeing new faces and new clients and new families that we serve. We have about 150 full-time employees who help us meet the needs of seniors in our community. We also rely very heavily on our volunteers. We have over 400 active volunteers that assist us with numerous programs and services. That includes our Meals on Wheels program, also in our caregiver support program. We invite individuals to come in and assist us with administrative duties and responsibilities. Jacinda is here. Jacinda actually works very closely with our Meals on Wheels volunteers. She's our coordinator for that program and helps to recruit and train and monitor those individuals, which actually make up the bulk of those our volunteer corps. We also, as I indicated, have our housing. We have 4 properties, and we're very original in our name. We're the Cathedral Terrace, Cathedral Towers, Cathedral Townhouse, and Cathedral Courts. So if you're ever looking for one of our properties. Just Google Cathedral and I promise you it will pop up. But it provides over 637 affordable housing units. We just conducted renovations to 3 of those, to 2 of the properties, and we'll be beginning in the fall of this year renovations on one of our 3rd properties. So we're very excited about that. And with our migration into Clay County, we now oversee the 4 senior center sites, which I'm sure you all are very familiar with: the Green Cove Spring site, Keystone, Middleburg, and Orange Park, as well as the 2 adult daycare centers out at Moose Haven and at the Green Cove Springs office. So this is a new venture for us. We see it as not only an expansion of our geographic reach, but also an expansion of the services that we provide to seniors and their families. We operate an accredited home health agency. It is ACHC accredited as well as Medicare certified. We are able to provide those services in Duval, Clay, St. Johns, and Nassau counties. So we've had our home health agency now for about 10 years, and we're super excited about being able to come in Clay and continue to provide those services. They include physical therapy, occupational therapy, speech therapy, skilled and non-skilled nursing, as well as social work. Our community services and care coordination helps us with the establishment of multiple partners in the community to be able to go into the home and provide affordable resources to seniors and their families. We do this through our Home Care for the Elderly program, and what these are programs that are actually conducted in the home to help prevent individuals from having to be institutionalized. So we help make sure that their home may have wheelchair ramps, grab bars. Our home health agency goes in and helps outfit individuals' homes so that they'll be able to remain safely and securely in their homes. We have case managers who work very closely with our clients. We also have, how many case managers in Clay? 2?
We have 2.
2 case managers here in Clay that also provide these services to seniors in the community. We have our community care programs as well. These are the resources that we bring in from the community to individuals. This includes Meals on Wheels, which most people are very familiar with. We do respite. We provide chore, where we go into individuals' homes and provide light housekeeping. We may do some deep housekeeping as well when necessary. We also do the adult daycare, which is a community resource, as well as the senior centers, and now some transportation. We also provide significant caregiver support programs and services. And one of those also is Jacinda's. She does a lot, but also is one of Jacinda's babies, and that is our Relatives as Parents program. And what that is a program that provides resources for grandparents who are raising minor family members in their home. So as long as a grandparent is 55 years or older and the children in the home are under the age of 18, they're eligible to participate in this program. It offers monthly support groups and resources. It does training on computers, so we do cyber security. We introduce seniors to social media because many of them don't know, and here they are with these minors that only know how to communicate via social media. So we offer training and classes there. We work very closely with the Duval County Public Schools, and Jacinda will also be working very closely with Clay County Schools to help facilitate IEPs and parent-teacher conferences and other mental wellness resources that students may need that their grandparents may not know how to access. We also help coordinate transportation for those grandparents because many of them don't drive, but they need to get to the school to do parent-teacher conferences, or they may need to get to doctor's appointments. They may need to get to therapy appointments, things of that nature. So Jacinda works very closely with them to coordinate that so that the grandparent, it's one less thing that the grandparent has to worry about in essence. We have students as young as babies. We have infants up to 17 years old right now. And so this is going to be a resource that we are going to be bringing into Clay County. We began to present presentations at the 4 senior centers so that individuals will find out more about the program and how they can get involved. It is a no-cost program, and as we know, we're seeing more seniors who are raising their minor grandchildren in the home now. Not necessarily grandchildren, it may be nieces, nephews, cousins, whatever. If they have been designated as the official guardian, they are eligible to participate in the program. We also do our Meals on Wheels. We have, between our staff and volunteers, delivering over 800 meals total between Duval and Clay County. That's over 450 miles a day to provide nutritious meals to homebound frail seniors. It also serves as a daily safety check. So not only are we taking them something to eat, but we're popping in, making sure that they are, okay, that they are dressed, or if nothing else, they haven't had any significant physical or what appears to be mental changes from day to day. We work very closely with our volunteers as well as our staff at home base to make sure that if we see anything unusual or out of the ordinary, that we contact that person's emergency contact. If necessary, we contact 911. But it offers the family members a sense of relief that they know that someone is checking on mom or dad or grandma at least once a day through the Meals on Wheels program. We also, through our Meals on Wheels program, provide nutrition education, where we do nutrition counseling. Every meal is prepared using the under the direction of a registered dietitian. So we're not just kind of like making up our menu what we want them to have. We work very closely with the registered dietitian who prepares the menus 3 months in advance. We communicate that information through a monthly newsletter that we send out to all of our clients. So in addition to them being able to see what's going to be prepared, there's also wonderful nutritional information, educational information, maybe even some low sodium recipes, things of that nature that we share with them throughout our newsletter. We also have our congregate meal site. In Duval County, we only have one. It is located at one of our affordable senior living facilities, the Cathedral Terrace. And the Cathedral Cafe is operated Tuesday, Wednesday, and Thursday in Jacksonville. But here we look at the 4 senior sites as congregate meal sites. So seniors are able to go there Monday through Friday and enjoy lunch, as well as the social activities and events and fun things to help them engage in socialization. They're not sitting at home just kind of watching the soaps and the dreaded news all day long. So they get a great meal. It too is prepared under the direction of our registered dietitian. The same meal that the individuals at the congregate meal site receives are the same meals that our Meals on Wheels clients receive. Our Cathedral Cafe serves approximately 85 lunches a day to our residents downtown, but it is open to anyone who is eligible to attend a senior center. The senior centers, any individual who attends a senior center must go through the registration process and assessment to qualify them to participate. While our senior center mainly sees our residents, it is open to other individuals as well. We encourage individuals to come to the senior centers because it does stimulate socialization and interaction. Many of them don't get to see anyone throughout the day. They very rarely have families that come over, or many of them are retired, as you can imagine. The one unique thing about our residences is that it is independent living. So some of our residents do still work. Many of them do still drive. But we're excited about the fact that they still get out. But we do encourage them, those that aren't as mobile and may not have the resources to a vehicle, to come down to the Cathedral Cafe and enjoy a meal. We have a coffee hour as well, where they are able to meet and congregate and just enjoy one another, their neighbors. Our drivers and volunteers complete routes in all 33 zip codes in 32 zip codes in Duval County, and then all zip codes here in Clay County. They drive, like I said, over 400 miles a day, and we work rely very heavily on volunteers to help us deliver those meals. We operate 8 routes total, and as you can imagine, it's quite the feat. Our kitchen starts at about 2 o'clock in the morning. They begin preparing meals every day, so they're hot, fresh meals. They do a wonderful job of developing menus with the registered dietitian that are a variety, as well as low sodium, and meeting all of the nutritional requirements mandated by Meals on Wheels. Just a little bit, this is one of, actually it's funny, all of our towers look exactly like that. We have 3 buildings that look exactly like that are in the middle of downtown Jacksonville, but it's wonderful. It provides affordable housing, like we said, independent living for our seniors in Jacksonville. We are proud that to have announced the completion of 2 of the towers. They are now all state of the art. They include technology, computers, Wi-Fi. They have all new appliances, windows, flooring. It was definitely in need of a makeover. And so we will have the final building beginning in the fall of this year, and it normally takes us about 1 year. The one good thing is that the residents don't have to leave the building. We relocate them from one unit to another. We do 2 floors at a time with the renovation. So we'll take the top 2 floors, move them down to vacant units. We hire movers. They don't have to do anything but point and tell us where they want things to go. Then we pack them back up and we put them in their newly renovated, completely gutted, brand new unit. And they're all very, very excited about that. In addition to a congregate meal site and of course the apartments, inside one of our units or inside one of our residences, the Cathedral Terrace, we also operate a wellness clinic where individuals can come down and we do blood pressure checks on Wednesday and minor finger pricks where we may test their sugar. We also have podiatrists that come in, and we are working very closely right now with the Mayo Clinic, and we will be doing memory assessments as well in the clinic. So it's a resource. We work very closely with our home health agency to staff that wellness clinic. We also have a presiding physician that oversees the clinic as well. Of course, as you can imagine, most of our clients or residents like to still work with their own physicians, but this actually gives them an opportunity to monitor their blood pressure, do it accurately. We help them chart it, and we review it with them weekly when they come down. We have several volunteer opportunities and ways in which individuals in the community can get involved. Of course, any special events that we are hosting, that's not just Clay County, but Duval and vice versa. We're always looking for volunteers to help us at the senior centers and at our congregate meal sites. We're always looking for individuals to get involved in our caregiver programs and respite. We have another wonderful program called Relief, where it is actually individuals who earn a stipend through their volunteer services, and they are able to go and sit with clients anywhere from 2 to 4 hours a day. It is overseen by a young lady named Francine Castillo. Francine has right now about 40 volunteers that help her and go into the homes of seniors and provide relief to family members. So it allows them an opportunity to be able to go to the doctor, go get their hair done, go get a bite to eat, anything it is that they need to be able to do during the day, and even on the weekends and evenings as well. And these individuals earn a stipend of $6.25 an hour. Of course, helping with Meals on Wheels is always welcome. The more volunteers we have with our Meals on Wheels program, the cheaper it is for us to be able to produce a meal. It drives down the costs associated with the program. We see a lot of expense and wear and tear on our vehicles, but we are also very appreciative of volunteers who use their own personal cars and time to help us deliver the meals to the much needed seniors. Of course, administrative opportunities and telephone reassurance, helping us come in and file, making telephone calls to our clients, to their family members, just to make sure that we're doing a really good job and continuing to meet the needs of the seniors and the families and the communities that we serve. So any of these opportunities are available to anyone as long as you don't have to be 18. If you have a group of students, we welcome students to come. We just ask that there's someone who is 18 to kind of oversee the group. But we welcome students all the time to come and help us with our programs and services. The last thing I'm asked is that you all save the date. We have our upcoming open house for Clay County Senior Services of Aging True. It is going to be September 25th. It's going to be at the Walnut Street location, and we will have formal invitations that will be mailed out, but you all are the first to hear about that. So a little sneak peek to what's on the horizon, and so we look forward and hope that you all will be able to make it.
I've been directly involved with the Council on Aging and the Senior Centers for several years now, and the work that they do for these seniors is phenomenal. These seniors count on the senior centers throughout the community. It's a big part of their lives, and I think us in Clay County owe a big debt of gratitude for Aging True for stepping up and taking over that daily.
Thank you.
I've approached by a lot of people over the past several months about questions about Council on Aging and what's going on, so here's your chance, people. Talk to the people that know more than I do. And Anna has been there for how many years? 7 years, so she's been a big part of the organization. Did you want to say something before questions and answers?
Does anybody have, and I'll go ahead and throw it out there, any questions about transportation?
Oh, here we go.
I opened that door.
Go right in.
So, I'm Lonnie with the Youth Crisis Center. And my question is I have a lot of grandparents who are caregivers for young children. Is there an eligibility? Like, do we just refer them to you? How do we get them connected with transportation?
Well, to be involved in the program, it's the Rap Jacks program is what she's asking about. We offer monthly support groups, and so there are a host of benefits that go along with being a Rap Jacks grandparent. I say that all the time. But in order to enjoy the benefits, they must register, they must participate in our monthly support groups that we hold. Currently, we are getting ready for our grand camps, I think is what we call them, where during the summer we bring the kids to our support groups as well. So we have a lot of activities that they're able to participate in. In addition to that, we offer summer camp vouchers to all of our eligible grandparents. And when we say eligible, we're saying those that have participated in our monthly workshops. But in order to get involved in the program, I ask that you connect with Jacinda. What she'll do initially is go out into the home, conduct an assessment. What we do require is that the grandchildren live, of course, with the grandparent. They must be in some type of permanent housing situation, so they can't be homeless. They can't be living with another relative temporarily or living in a hotel. But if they're living, if they're in the home or in an apartment, we come out, conduct an assessment, identify any other needs or areas of concern, because what we always do, or what we're always looking to offer, is a continuum of care. So many of our grandparents are participating in some other programs and services offered by Aging True. So connect with Jacinda. There's going to be a meeting, is it next week?
Next Monday at the Keystone site.
Keystone, okay. So we'll be at Keystone next Monday. We had our first meeting at Orange Park it was at Green Cove, I'm sorry. But, okay, probably about a month ago, but we're gonna be hitting each one of the 4 senior centers.
Who else? Go ahead.
Is there still transportation for those people who come daily to the center and this is kind of their life, their lunch and their socialization?
Actually, JTA is the provider, and it's now called Clay Community Transportation. And yes, they do have pickups all over Clay County, and they can pick up that senior and take them into the center. And the center is a location that they go frequently to. It is, for seniors and disabled individuals, it's 50 cents a ride. So right there, $1 round trip.
There used to be transportation for people who weren't seniors to do medical things and other visits. Is that?
That is still in effect. I have some brochures and some flyers for you that you can call them directly and they can get you set up for those particular.
You know, one of the questions that I keep getting asked is, you know, you had so many routes before, you had, you know, all the different color routes, and I think most of those are gone or changed or whatever. So a lot of people are asking how they get their loved ones or whoever, medical appointments, to other kind of appointments, if they want to come to the mall, whatever. Is there any answers to that?
Yes, there is. There are actually 2 routes in place, and it's our red and blue lines. And it's primarily focused in Orange Park, Middleburg, Green Cove Springs. And on these brochures, they really spell out where you can go, what you need to do at these locations. Again, the seniors disabled is 50 cents a ride. Now they can, if the bus stop.
Quiet, guys.
No, it's okay. If the bus stop is in like a 3/4 mile radius, that home, near that person's home, they will come directly to the house and pick them up for an additional $1. So that way, you know, at least, you know, you can put that out there. Again, the 50 cents a ride for disabled and seniors. Also, if you're going out of Clay County, it's $5 a ride. It's just food for thought. And but please call that number, the 904-284-5977. If they need transportation disadvantage, they can assist them in filling out the application.
Father Mark Carilla. Grandpa, stand up and talk about Meet the Need.
Morning, everybody. As you all know, this is one of my favorite times of the meeting. And for you new people, this is kind of how it goes. On the back of your sign-in sheet, there's a side that says Meet the Need. As we go around the room, if your organization has a specific need, like maybe you need people to help paint a room on a Saturday or whatever, or maybe you have volunteers that are willing to help others in the group. But be sure to state your name. If you're on the list, include the number so that the people can get back with you. And this is supposed to be an interactive thing, so that if I stand up and say I need baby clothes, and you have baby clothes, you can say I have baby clothes. And then we can fill the needs as we go around the room, which is pretty cool. And that's actually happened on numerous occasions. So please pay attention. I'm going to start from me, and we're going to go right around this way. If you have a specific need, state it. Include your number if it's on the list. Make certain that we get your mobile phone number, because we want to make certain to track these, and it's very hard to chase you down if we don't have your cell phone. So please, let's have some fun, and if you have a need, please share it.
Hello, I'm Heidi Ederman with Pure Clean Emergency Services. I started working for Wayne Terry almost a year. I've almost been with him a year. And one thing that I did not think about is, you know, that line that goes to the washer, or the line that goes to the back of the refrigerator, or, you know, what happens when a hurricane comes and a tree falls through my roof. I was not thinking about any of those things. So as I'm learning everything with the business, I decided that the rest of you probably weren't thinking about checking your smoke detector this month. So what I decided to do is put together an email of tips and tricks for avoiding emergencies, or if something happens, you're a little bit more prepared and know what to do. I have an email sign up now on our website. So you can just go to purocleanofjax.com. And if you're there for about 5 seconds, a little pop-up box will come up that you can put your name and your email in, and then you can receive emails of all of this great information that I'm putting together from me. So I'm just looking for subscribers to my emails so you're all prepared in these situations that can come up. Thank you.
Always. Good morning, everyone. Just kind of a quick question. Someone stood up a couple months ago when we were here and provided housing for like 18-year-olds, and we've had a couple students that have successfully graduated the program, and they are 18 and they need some help with housing. So I don't remember who that was. Is that you?
We have our housing, our Touchstone Village housing, and we actually, I don't know if I should be standing, but we're actually hoping to open, we have a contract with Moose Haven for a property there that we're getting ready to open up for Clay County. So we have transitional housing for 18 and up to 25. I have a brochure over on the table.
Okay.
And you can contact Mark.
Thank you. See, need met.
That's how it's.
Hello, my name is Simone Davis from Elder Source. Again, we are 233 on your list, and I do have a need that needs to be met. If you all can help assist in getting the word out to the Clay County community that we are now taking on the Emergency Home Energy Assistance Program, also known as EHEAP, for seniors that are 60 and older, that have a past due or shut off notice or in jeopardy of their electric services being disconnected. Please give them, have them give us a call. We have brochures, flyers, cards in the back. And again, as long as they are 60 and older, then they can possibly qualify for utility assistance. Thank you, guys.
Can I pass to her but reserve the right to jump in?
Like, I'm gonna tell you.
Mark, I'm going to ask Mark, not you.
So we're with Kids First, number 38 on your list, and we always have a need for foster parents to help with our kiddos who are in out-of-home care until they can be safely reunited with their families. You do have to be over the age of 21, and you have to pass a level 2 background screen. There's a few other things, but if you have any interest in this, feel free to reach out to our main number that's on the list, and they'll get you connected to someone in licensing to talk to you about that.
And I'll just add to that, if you personally are not interested in doing it or can't do it, if there's any way that you could get us in front of, if you belong to a group, a church, a neighborhood group, a sports organization, whatever it is, your workplace, if you can open the door for us to come in there and talk to your coworkers or colleagues or neighbors about it, it would be great. We got a report yesterday that we've had a 27% increase in the number of kids coming into foster care in Clay County. It's the highest in the state. So something's going on here that we're removing a lot of children, and we really need homes. Our foster homes are overflowing, to say the least, and we could really use more foster parents. And there's some new opportunities, new ways to be licensed. So really, if you could just let us know if we can get in front of a group of people that you know, we would love to come and talk about it.
And just to, piggyback on that too, if you're related to somebody who's in foster care, or you have a connection, or you know someone who does, maybe a teacher, a daycare worker, we work with anybody who's interested in our children. It does not have to just be foster care.
I'm putting on, we are, Thrash Your Horn Center is putting on a senior expo, boomers and seniors. If anybody would like to participate in that, just let me know. There's a good time for you to do your, Dr. Heekin will be there talking about hip transplants, and I'm a patient of his. But you're more than welcome to get with me after, and if you want to be participating in the Senior Expo.
Hi, I'm Elaine Smith with the Clamor Theater Company. We're number 5, and I am beyond delighted to announce that we're going to be doing our first full production in October. And as a result of that, we will have a need at that time for the loan, if possible, of an enclosed van or trailer. Because the space we're using, we have to move things out of and then back into at various points, and so we're going to need a trailer for like 3 weeks, if anyone knows of a way to get one temporarily. And probably nobody knows about this, but we're researching portable stages to improve the sight lines at the space we're going to be using. Anybody has that kind of thing, let me know. Elaine Smith, Clamor Theater number 5, thank you.
Yes, my name is Frances Walters with Mercy Support Services. I'm in the call center, so I can always use volunteers to help on the phones. If you know of anyone that would be interested to help out, even part-time, it would be appreciated. Thank you.
My name is Christina with Quigley House. We are always looking for volunteers for direct services and administrative duties. And we are always looking for accepting donations for hygiene products and housewares and clothing and things like that. And we also always take donations at our thrift store.
904-375-9730. He told me to do that.
I'm Christy with the Shepherd Center of Orange Park. We provide education programs for seniors, fun stuff. Right now I'm looking for volunteer instructors. I need yoga, watercolors, iPhone, iPad instructors, or if you just have a great idea and you'd like to teach a class to seniors, I'd love to talk to you. I didn't get my brochures over there. They're right here. I'll get them over there. but I am number 240 on the list. Contact me.
You gonna let me teach?
No, and
Christy's been asking for volunteers. I've been volunteering for years. And won't let me know.
I have two.
Well, Heidi, why don't you introduce yourself?
I'm Heidi with Haven. I had to take my daughter to Vacation Bible School this morning, so I couldn't be here for introductions this morning. I apologize. I have two couches and a recliner that are structurally sound, just not as pretty as they once were, because they have been very loved by a family of 4 and 2 dogs. They are very clean. They are leather, but the leather is peeling and cracked. But again, they are very structurally sound. If anybody wants them, they will have to come and pick them up. They are 3-seaters with 4 recliners on both ends and a recliner. So if anybody needs them for any reason, please let me know. I will give you my phone number and you can come and pick them up.
Clay Action Coalition, we're a community anti-drug coalition here in Clay County. So we do drug prevention, underage drinking prevention with youth and families in Clay County. We've talked a lot about our family education program. We do a program for kids who receive tobacco citations. This school year, we've had over 140 students from vaping. And we don't do the program during the summer, we do it during the school year, and I already have a list of 15 kids who have gotten citations for vaping just in like the last week of school. So it's a big problem. We're putting a lot of information out via our Facebook page, so make sure that you're just kind of keeping an eye on what's going on with the youth. They're starting to use earlier and earlier. Make sure we're talking to our kids about our expectations for them to not use alcohol, tobacco, other drugs, keeping our medications locked away in our homes so that they don't have access, keeping our alcohol locked away in our homes if we have it so that they don't have access. We recently met with the Substance Exposed Newborn Task Force and the Infant Mortality Task Force, met with the school district to speak with them about bringing back a comprehensive health education program into Clay County schools. They're very interested. It's just figuring out where that curriculum is going to fit. We feel like the best fit is the HOPE curriculum. It covers everything, all aspects of health, and a healthy child, healthy relationships, sexual health, mental health, substance abuse prevention, because we don't currently have that in our schools. So they're not getting the information that they used to get at school. There's not a DARE program in elementary school anymore. There's not a health education program in junior high or high school. So we really have to do our work as parents and community members to make sure that we're talking to our kids about not using drugs, because that's where they're going to hear it. And they're going to make decisions based on what they learn from their parents and their grandparents. So we all have to do our part.
our Adventures in Learning program, our education program, for this summer is beginning July 8th in our Orange Park location, the Orange Park United Methodist Church, July 11th out at Fleming Island at Crossroads Lutheran Church, and then we're playing bridge on Tuesdays at Orange Park Presbyterian. Go to tscoop.org to register and get all the class information you like.
ABET Theater, not Clamor, is doing an evening of short one-acts on June 28th through 30th and July 5th through the 7th, and my short play is the opening play of the evening. There's postcards out there on the table. Thank you.
Well, it's not for me personally, but it's for Joe Patachek. He is doing a workshop on Tuesday evenings at Achieve Fitness at 6 o'clock. And y'all are more than welcome to come out there and check this out for Joe. It's giving you different tools, how to go through your business and how to go over the hurdles that you're incurring.
Again, with the Nonprofit Center, I just wanted to remind you all that we do have a series of trainings that's free for any staff, volunteers, or board members at nonprofits in Clay County. The next workshop is July 11th. We're going to be doing logic models. What that basically is, for anyone that's unclear, is a roadmap to your program success. So if you have questions about what are the real goals of our programs, are we hitting our right target audience, do we have any questions about key performance indicators, we can cover that all in a logic model and teach you how to do that and implement that with your program so you know, are we really meeting our goals here?
Carmen Queen, Outreach Director with River Christian Church. Two of our largest outreaches are Grief Share and Celebrate Recovery. Those are open to the community, and they run 365 days. Well, they don't meet 365 days. Every week of the year. Our location on College, our church flooded, so we are temporarily, will be meeting at St. John's Classical Academy until the new location that we purchased, which is the former Christ Church building on 17, is open. So if you have anyone that has the needs for Celebrate Recovery or Grief Share, we are meeting at St. John's Classical Academy until July 28th, when we will be in the new facility on 17.
If your clients are interested in affordable housing and becoming a future homeowner, we have a meeting tonight at the Green Cove Springs Police Department. It's from 6 to 7. And then our July meetings, there's one Tuesday, July 23rd at the Green Cove Springs Police Department. And there's also one at the Orange Park Police Department on Wednesday, July 17th. But all of our dates until December for these meetings are listed on our website and our Facebook. So if you know anyone interested.
And I just wanted to remind you that we do provide fundraising opportunities. So if you have an organization that has members, you can all bring your clothes in there and start a consignment account for your organization. A lot of places are taking advantage of that, and so you're raising money while you sleep. So.
I also work for the Department of Veterans Affairs Vet Center program. We provide readjustment counseling for war veterans, veterans who served in areas of conflict, as well as any veteran that's actually been affected by military sexual trauma. This is what that means for you. Many of you love your church, you love your community, and you probably have a lot of veterans that are there. We have a mobile unit that we can bring out to actually talk with your veterans and their families about services that not just the Vet Center can provide, but the VA can provide in general. Give us a call at 399-8351 if you would like for us to bring that big 38-foot mobile unit out to help let the veterans and community know about the services that we can provide for them. Okay? Pardon me?
The number.
It's 399-8351, and just ask for one of the outreach specialists, and we'll go ahead and sign you up for that.
I'm Suzanne Turcott with Fast Track Staffing. I know that as people are aging out of foster care and things like that, they face challenges finding work. This Friday afternoon at 2 o'clock, we're offering a Build Your Resume For You event kind of thing to help you create a great resume to get your foot in the door at for a great company that maybe, paves your path moving forward. So if you know anybody who's looking for work, we would love for them to come out on Friday, and you can register on our website. I have cards here. I'd love to talk with you afterwards.
Thank you.
Good morning, Courtney Ellis with the Florida Department of Health in Clay County. I have two different opportunities. One is regarding breastfeeding. We are doing our annual Big Latch On event August 3rd. It's at Ascension St. Vincent's in Clay County. It's an opportunity for moms that are breastfeeding currently or are trying to breastfeed. We'll have different vendors there that will be able to talk to them, help them, give them support. There'll be some raffle prizes. So that's from 10 to 12. You don't have to sign up or anything. You can just show up. And then it is the back to school immunization drive. Feel free to come by the Bear Run Clinic Monday through Friday, 8 to 4. You don't need an appointment. You do need to bring your child's up-to-date shot records, and they can do them right there. There's also no-cost vaccinations for all kids under 18.
From Showcase Entertainment at WSOS 103.9. I'm looking for more nonprofits, 501c3, earn a year on first or second weekend in July. I'm looking for spaces. I'm booked up till then. If you want to come on in one of my segments, you're more than welcome. I have 45,000 listeners a week. So you're more than welcome to come on in segment 3 of my show. That's the Tuesday night dance party with Joe Pellegrino from 7 to 8 on 103.9.
I'm honored. Taria and Anna will be here afterwards if you want to hang around to ask them any questions. How about another big hand for them? Mark Carillon takes it upon himself to be the driving force behind setting up this room every month and then tearing it down. If you can stick around a little bit afterwards to help Mark tear it down, that would be phenomenal.
I only do the setup, I don't do the tear.
Oh, so, all right, so what did you leave right away?
I run.
Really run? Oh, the shower, you run
So
home.
if you'd like to stick around and help Heidi, that would be awesome.
Yeah, if you want to stick around and help Heidi, that would be great.
Awesome, thank
Thanks, Ernie. Let's pray. Father God, we thank you. Thank you for this wonderful day and this opportunity that we have to hear all that's going on around our county. We thank you, Lord, for the services that are available for those who are in need. And we just pray, Lord, that we'll continue to talk to each other and learn from each other to best help those that we work with every day. Thank you, Lord, for this time. We pray for safety for everybody who's heading back. And just thank you for how you bless us and how you provide for us always. We pray in Christ's name. Amen.
Thank you all much. See you next